Hello, this is Commander 2012 here with a multiplayer battle report. The first one of many, hopefully. I am fighting as the British, and my ally is the United States, against two armies of Prussians. The rules were 4 artillery of any kind and 4 cavalry of any kind. So this is the last part of the battle. The first part mainly consisted of long-range fixed mortars and rocket shooting each other. Eventually, me and my ally decided to move up. There were some small skirmishes with cavalry and other units moving in a diversion type pattern, usually just getting wiped out by the defensive lines of each army. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at what I got here. Right here are some of my depleted units that I used as the little advanced screening force. The Prussians decided to go with mostly superior line infantry and Jaeger units. Made them have a smaller unit count and smaller numbers. I went with 7 line infantry. I think 3 green jackets, 1 light infantry, 2 light dragoons, 2 heavy cav, 2 rocket troops, and 2 24-pounders. And here you can see their front lines that basically look the same way the entire game. I'm moving on my troops quickly into firing range. This unit went a little further than I wanted. But they'll start whittling away at each other in typical Empire Total War fashion. Moving on the rest of my units up. The United States, the American troops are moving up on the right flank, and I take middle and left. I don't know the exact composition of the United States Army, but I know he has some Marines and some line infantry, and as well as some long riflemen. Here, the second group of Prussians is coming up in an interesting battle formation, to say the least. Their firing lines are not exactly getting the most bang for their buck, if you will. Here I move my remaining light dragoons unit to flank their infantry position, but they charge me with 5 units of cavalry, including a general's unit. They're going to catch me and engage in melee, but luckily I have these 2 heavy cav here that will eventually go over and help out. As you can see, the battle still is going on, whittling down at the enemy's lines. Some of the United States light infantry were routing. Two units of light infantry have been routed for the United States here. Try and move up my remaining 24-pounder into firing range. And here comes my heavy cav. See, like, my light dragoons are wavering, but once the heavy cav hit, the light dragoons will stay around as well for a while. And actually he will charge his units at me in an attempt to negate my charge bonus, I guess. So here we go. And this leaves my light dragoons to countercharge as well. So we have my 2 heavy cav and 1 half depleted light dragoons attacking a couple of hussars, some uhlans. I know I'm butchering the names. Some cuirassiers. In this sequence here, I moved up some line infantry to attack their Jaeger units in close combat. I managed to rout their Jaeger troops, but then run into superior line infantry of the Prussians, and that's what causes my unit to rout pretty quickly. There's a line of the 4 4-inch mortars batteries. I killed one of their generals here in the melee of Southevanstonplace. I think it was the name of the person, the player I was playing against there. We have 2 units routing from this tightly packed group, a unit of militia and a unit of line infantry. He's going to charge my line infantry here, but I think they hold on, making a stalemate. There's my routing unit that charged into the superior line. The mortars are firing the entire time, however, not effective there, as you see that one hit a tree. Yeah. So he has some line, or somebody's routing there. In the United States, the American troops are line riflemen are attacking the superior line in melee. I'm trying to maneuver my light infantry here around to shoot at their flanks. Another unit of my line infantry is routing from casualties they suffered in just range combat. I think my artillery is finally getting in position here pretty soon, and they'll be able to use the scatter shot to some effect, I think, so that will help. And my heavy cav win the battle, but over half of their units still remaining in their regiment, and they're going to countercharge this line infantry and militia. However, as you're about to see, it's not super effective. In fact, the head charger here is about to die instantly, it seems. There he goes. Unfortunately, this was not very effective, as their line infantry was able to defend themselves and rout both of those units later on in the battle. Here I'm charging their superior line with just regular line infantry. Nice bayonet charge. The Americans have gotten around them and will soon be engaging, and they have been engaging in their 4-inch artillery batteries and been routing them, so that's, at least we don't have that problem anymore. You see the cannons are firing. My unit routes in close combat, and I'm about to engage in another charge on their flank. But they are able to turn around in time, but I don't think it will be of much use since their ranks are depleted. They're single file, and I'm charging with 2.5 ranks of infantry. 48 out of 120 superior line infantry against significantly more regular line infantry, 96 out of 120. Plus the surrounding forces will have a negative modifier on their unit. And another general of theirs dies here by hagenosport, I think, is that player. The Prussian Jaggers are rerouting now, everybody's routing. And the last 3 units over here are in combat with mine. Cavalry, line infantry, and light infantry. Speed it up a little bit so I don't go over time. The rest of my units close within range of charge and then eventually do charge. You see there my cavalry unit is routing, suffering heavy losses to the light infantry. Melee action. They're getting charged at all fronts, and this battle will be over soon. Speed it up a little bit. There we go. Now Everybody's routing, and we will get a victory screen right now. Commander 2012, DoubleWolf on a team. I had 783 losses out of 1362 deployed, and had 1149 kills, the most kills with the fewest losses of the battle. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment and subscribe if that's what you're into. Bye.